It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. Just about set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Volunteers offense will start this game off. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
You know, because I think that's
off the play fake on first down to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good ball, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the returner will be brought down. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Might be looking to run. Makes his connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Hand off from the shotgun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Conrad. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Finds his man down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Corners showing press, they want to be physical here. Getting some heat. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense trying to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On third down, going up top. Makes the grab. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The play action fake. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on second and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown ball. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They'll go to the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Extending the play. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Unleashes one. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give on the inside. At the 45 on his way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They want to run it left here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Back through the air one more time. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes. It just never developed. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
He's got his man. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on second down. Buys a little time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to 42. And the Vols have it with a first and 10. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Little touch pass to the receiver.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Right down the middle. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fair catch called for and made. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole and just
got a lot of running room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, first and 10 from the 37. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He fires a bullet to the right. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Red pass is complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It is good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 14 to Washington State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room.